If you want a good deal on travel, you gotta be creative these days. Here with some great tips that I've never even heard of before is our travel expert Jeanenne Tornatore, and you've got some interesting ways of working the system. Good to have you back, Jeanenne.
Great to be here.
Yeah, so tell us, what are some of the interesting creative ways that people can save a buck on airfare?
Yeah, there's lots of little things that you can do to really help save a few dollars here and there on your airfare throughout the summer. So first, my first tip is really thinking about flying different airlines on each leg of your trip. So instead of going on the supplier website, go to a site like an Orbitz or Expedia, where maybe when you're flying out, you're flying on one carrier, but flying back, you're on another, because oftentimes by combining those, you can find cheaper airfare than flying the same carrier for both legs of your trip. So
I don't think I've ever done that before.
Sometimes when you're booking on, those websites like an Orbitz or an Expedia, they may be doing that for you and you don't even realize it. But certainly combining those airfares, those airlines, can help you save. Also, I've been telling people to really, if you don't have a specific destination already chosen, is to make your flight prices your priority and not your destination. So keep an open mind and go on some of these websites and see where the cheaper flights are going to and book your travel around that, because oftentimes you can find a great beach destination with cheaper flights into one versus another. So that can be a great way to save.
I never thought of working it backwards that way. So that's actually interesting, and you may open your mind to something that you never would have thought of in the first place. Now, is international travel supposed to be really expensive this year?
International travel is very expensive, especially during the summer high season to places like Europe. That's, of course, when most people want to travel. So when you're thinking about international flights, a lot of people are going to say smaller kind of island destinations. You want to think about booking your airfare into a major hub airport in Europe, and then maybe taking those smaller regional flights to get to where you want to go, because oftentimes going direct from the US to some of the smaller airports that are going to get you on those European beaches may be much pricier than going to the hub airport and then hopping down via one of their regional carriers.
And they say timing is everything. Tell us more about the Goldilocks window. What is this?
So the Goldilocks window is really kind of that time when we typically see, or the best time to book airfares during the year. So for the peak season months like summer, it's really booking 3 to 7 months out for your airfare. International travel is 4 to 10 months. And of course, we're getting really within that window. So the earlier you plan really, or within these kind of booking windows, the more flexibility you have of finding better airfares.
And by that same token, if you travel on certain days, those days can be cheaper than others.
Typically, we see most people flying out on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The cheaper days are typically midweek, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those will really usually net you better fares. So if you keep that flexibility in mind, and again, don't book the hotel yet, look at booking your airfare first so you can get those departure dates right. That will save you in the end.
And today we've got more tools than we ever did before. So where would you advise people to go to start exploring and researching these prices?
Well, it's all about letting these tools do the work for you. Things like Google Flights, Explore Map, where you can go on, you can, choose your departure dates, let it kind of do some of the work for you and find those best flights and alert you proactively when maybe it meets some of your cost parameters. That's really the way to go. So you're not having to get online every day and feel like you need to keep checking, because these fares are dynamic and they do change. So sign up for some of these online programs like Google Flights. Let them alert you when they find the flights that you're looking for, and that's when you book.
And you say be flexible.
Yeah, I mentioned this already, but the more flexible that you can be with your travel dates, and even the time of day that you traveling those early morning flights, the ones people don't want to get on at 6 a.m., you're oftentimes going to find not only better fares, but you're going to find the flights are statistically more on time for those early morning flights as well, which is, we know, important when you're flying during these busy travel seasons.
And more time spent in your destination. You get there earlier. Earlier bird gets the worm. Well, where can people find out more information on you? You give fabulous advice every single time we talk to you.
Yes, my website's theoutsideinsider.com, and you can also follow me on Instagram there as well.
Perfect. Jeanenne Tornatore, great to see you as always.
Great to be here.
Happy traveling, everyone. We're back in 2 minutes.